fire show. That was nuts. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's been about 100 years since I have filmed and posted a video, and I almost didn't turn the camera on today, but I decided if I'm gonna paint, I might as well film. And if I'm gonna film, I might as well talk. So if I'm gonna talk, I might as well tell you what's been happening and where I've been. Because if I'm going to just start painting again, I wanna know. So I guess I should say this is gonna be more personal talking as I flood and paint my canvas and discuss what I'm painting today. I know this is not much of an intro. It's been far too long since I've filmed a video and I no longer know how to do my intros, so I'm just gonna skip started painting. I am doing a tree, so what's funny is that for all the people who have discovered my channel in the last couple of years while I've not been painting, oh, I should tell you, what did I flood my canvas with? I flooded my canvas with, it was mostly, what is it called? Artislaw Flow Acrylic in black. I'll put all the ingredients in the description as I always have. But I did mix it. I mixed it up with some Payne's gray and a little bit of white. So it's really more of a dark gray. So I am doing a tree for my sister who has been asking me for a tree. This is Amsterdam Titanium White, which is like such a classic, right? I don't even know what people are painting right now. I don't even know what's like trending in the poor community. I'm completely out of the loop. But she has been asking for one of my trees for literally years. And I'm gonna give her one. I'm gonna try to anyway. So this is of course the trunk, right? It's a ghost tree. And as I was saying before I handed myself off, probably most people, if you've discovered this channel in my 2-year hiatus, chances are it's from my ghost tree. There's 3 videos I feel that keep getting views, even when I've been totally MIA. And one of them is my tree in the moonlight. And that is actually what my sister wants. So I don't try to recreate things, but I have had success with many a tree. Sorry, I just want to make sure. I'm probably using too much paint. This is probably going to come out horribly. It's going to be great. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is silver. Why? I don't know, because I want to. So I'm going to pour some silver along the edge of my white. And this is Deco Art silver. I'm just using all the same paints that I've had on my shelf forever. So these are all old paints. Deco Art silver, extreme sheen silver, which will probably give me, hopefully still give me some sols. My Artislaw metallic cobalt blue, which I'm also gonna be, so these are the same colors, not the same paints, but the same colors that I used the first time, because that's what she wants. She wants these colors. Okay. And I get a little bit here. Okay. And we're gonna go with gold right in the middle here. Right on top of the white. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've poured. This is fun, but I'm like going, we're gonna see how this turns out. Hopefully okay. Hopefully okay. And I'm gonna pour some iridescent gold fine in between there, and in between there. I just got my Payne's gray, which has always been my favorite color. And we're gonna drizzle this through all the little cracks. And along the outside. All the cracks and the outside. And right down the middle. Okay. And a little bit more gold, just 'cause. And a little more iridescent gold fine also, or iridescent pearl fine, just because now the gold Payne's gray, these are golden fluid acrylics, which have always been my favorite. Just do a little bit of that. Again, all of my ingredients are going to be in the description. Now it is time to swipe. This is where it's either a make or break here. Okay, I'm going to start at the top. The key, if I'm going to remember, is being very gentle and letting it just flow over. But I don't want to scrape my canvas. Oh, that's still pretty. Look at that. That swiped out quite nicely. Okay. Of course, my dog came running in, made me lift pressure, and it didn't make me lift pressure. I just lifted pressure because I lost my focus for a moment. There we go. Do I worry about it? Do I try to fix it with this guy? Do I call it a black cloud? Or just do a little. Meh. All right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna keep moving on. All right. Now that was a nice swipe. That felt very satisfying to me. Okay. Now, okay. Okay, I'm gonna let that be ground down there. Okay, so it's doing pretty things. Now for the second side. We're gonna keep right here, picking up. Yes, sorry, I wanted to get that piece of gold just wipe out like that, and I did, and I'm happy with myself. All right, I'm just using a cake spatula. This is the same cake spatula I used before. I've had the same one for years. I've had all the same equipment for years. I'm using the exact same. I actually watched myself, guys, to remember how to mix my paint. How funny is that? I thought it was hilarious. By the way, I'm such a good teacher. You're welcome. No, for real though, I did watch my own paint mixing video to help refresh my memory. That's okay. We're gonna swipe that out. On how to do it. I think I could have done it without watching my video, but it definitely gave me more confidence in my memories. Okay. All right, this is the last one before we start doing the tree. My sister's gonna be very excited when I tell her I finally painted this for real. She's been like, Maida? So underneath this strip is my tree. I just gotta get it out. All right. It's very pretty right there. You know what? I'm gonna torch it and see if any. I'm gonna torch and stretch just a little bit. My gosh, a fire show. That was nuts. Dave hung to see me paint for the first time in years and watched me explode my painting with my faulty. Like I said, I ordered a new one. Okay, that was exciting. That was very exciting, guys. Okay, so it definitely opened up like a lot of gold cells. There's things happening that look cool. I like it. I almost want to swipe right here one more time. Will I regret it? Possibly. Am I doing it anyway? Yes. I haven't painted in a hot minute, guys. It has been as long as my last video. And why is that? It's a few reasons. The first is I lost my niece to suicide just about around the time that I stopped painting. And that took a lot of light out of my life. Also brought up a lot of my own things that needed a lot of processing and healing. And it brought a lot of just issues that my family has been dealing with for a long time to the forefront of everything. And honestly, I allowed my joy to be taken from me by comments about my paintings, by people that I probably shouldn't have allowed myself to take to heart too much. But when those people that are like questioning and critiquing your art are your closest loved ones, are supposed to be your closest loved ones, it's very hard. And it was probably, a lot of it was like their own grief and lashing out at the time, all of that. I understand that. I understand that I shouldn't let people. But I think that honestly, there's other things that were just the whole filming and putting videos up and everything was just, it was just too much. It was just too much. And then I lost a lot of personal, just, I guess, spark. It's the best way you can put it. And I've been struggling with that for probably 2 years now. And I've been doing a lot of personal work and processing and writing and all of these good things. And I have been getting the urge to paint again for the first time in 2 years. So I only had one glove, guys. Like, I finally broke out all of my materials after literally, I have them all still. In fact, I had stocked up on everything. So I've had this like fully stocked art room for years and literally years and no energy to do anything with it. Energy is not the right word because I've been doing a lot of other things. It's just not my creative, like this, the desire to do this, desire to mix colors and play with them on a canvas. It just wasn't there. All that I have done, did that initial swipe. I need to turn this around now. I'm gonna get paint everywhere, but it doesn't matter. It must be done. All right. There we go. Ooh, okay. I should probably turn you around too, so you're still seeing it like the correct way. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, we'll see. But I'm liking this. It's a little bit of a sad tree right now. The tree only has a few little branches going on, but that's okay. And the other thing that I've had a lot of time to think about is, why did I even start a paint pouring channel in the first place? And it is a love of painting, and it is a love of sharing my art, but it's also a love of helping people get the courage to experiment with this art form on their own, and giving them genuine advice and trying to help them the best they can, which has always been why I wanted to start this channel, or I should say why I started this channel many moons ago. Many moons back in 2020, back during the lockdown. I think when a lot of people started doing things just different, we had time to get into new hobbies, and paint pouring was what I got into, and I found so much joy and just pleasure in it. And I genuinely appreciated all of those were like different days on YouTube. I feel like everything blew up because of COVID, but before COVID, you actually just found people like sharing their tutorials. And then after I started my channel, it just felt like everything changed. Not because of not paint pouring, just in general on social media, everything has changed. And honestly, like social media and the game that is social media, you want to know it doesn't bring me joy? That doesn't bring me any joy. Painting brings me joy, filming brings me joy, editing brings me joy. Putting it together to share with you when I have this social energy and capacity, which I clearly have not had in a couple of years. But when I have it, I love responding to comments, and I just like helping people. That's like genuinely why I started this channel. It's not to sell you a course or even my paintings. And that's the other thing is I feel strange. I don't know. I probably should try to sell my paintings, but I don't know how to do that. I'm very bad at marketing myself. It's a real struggle, guys. I guess I should say that. This painting is not going to be for sale, but moving forward, I will try to remember to say that my paintings are for sale. This painting is for my sister, who has been asking for this painting. So and I'm just going to be rambling and tangenting, and that's what you're going to get. And that's what, if I ever go and do this stuff, that's what you're going to get. Somewhere along the way, I just got really self-conscious about whether or not I was going to talk too much, or whether or not I was going to be too slow, or whether or not like all these like stupid analytic things that you're constantly like, oh, what's my view time, blah, blah, blah. It's too much, guys. It's too much. So if you want to watch and listen to me ramble while I paint, you might get a few videos every once in a while. Otherwise, my apologies. So mostly, I'm just using the paint that's already on the canvas, and I'm just moving it around with my popsicle stick, which has always been, honestly, my most tried and true acrylic pouring tool. There's all these neat little cells forming. I'm trying to not mess with them too much and just build out my little branch structures from what's naturally forming, which has always been my greatest joy with acrylic pouring, is to let the painting be what the painting wants to be. And you literally just have to get into your flow. I know, flow, right? Pun intended, but it's true. There is a flow that comes to you, and you're just letting it be. There's really neat things that are happening in the details of this painting, which is how it always. Okay, I genuinely do not know where my camera just got cut off, but we're gonna find out when I edit. But I think I'm just about done, and I definitely wanted to come back in and show it to you. Am I gonna stare at this and question it after I bring it in for a close-up? Probably a little bit, but I don't want to do too much more to it, because otherwise it'll just get Otherwise, editing native will go, why didn't you just stop there? I might have already hit that point. We'll see. Sorry, I keep backing up and looking at it like, just what is it gonna... That feels like the full moon right there. All right. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna want more here, even though I like how it looks empty. I'm gonna just keep that dark blue background, but one of the branches just so it doesn't feel like it's split right there. Okay. I think I like it. I'd love to know if you do. It is very similar to the original Ghost Tree, I would say, which is, you can never recreate a painting, but you can definitely use the same colors and use the same technique for your sister when she wants you to. All right, I'm gonna bring you down for a close-up. Oh my gosh, what a mess I made. I forgot what a mess this is. No, I didn't. I did forgot a lot of things, but not what a mess is. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm gonna keep that in. You need to see the truth behind this one. Let's see, I think I almost caught it on fire with my torch. And then I dropped my phone in it. I almost cried. I thought it was ruined. I salvaged my phone. I think I salvaged the painting. Let's come in for a close-up. My sister better like this. I had to lose that really cool thing that was happening over here, but more cells are coming. We'll see how that happens. I managed to salvage like the moon there. That's what I see that as, like the full moon. And yeah, okay. Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Yeah, stay tuned. Let's see how this guy dries. And here it is, all dry. And I feel like I had to work really hard for this one, guys. And almost gave up, but it turned out. And my sister loves it. She loves the photos. I really like this area. It feels like the moon coming through the branches. And everyone seems to really like this tree. I have had a few messages already asking if I could make them a tree. So you might see a few more trees on this channel. So here you go. There is my sister's Tree in the Moonlight. After a 2-year hiatus of painting, this one felt really good to return back to. This is my favorite spot. I love that spot. It looks like water. It's giving me ideas for future paintings. If you enjoyed this painting, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps out with the algorithm, I'm pretty sure. And if you are a first-time viewer, it's nice to meet you. My name's Maida. This is Maida Pours. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for being so patient. I will try not to stay away so long this next time. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.